Welcome to Adults Only Comedy Berlin. Today we have Sandy Jones.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. It's so
How's it
good
going?
to have you here. I haven't recorded in the we're recording at the Wall Comedy Club.
What a place.
What a place.
What a room.
What a room.
The perfect amount of mess.
Yeah.
That kind of lingering stench of something that you don't quite know what it is.
It's like who ate in here?
Is it in the couch?
Is it in the couch?
I don't know either.
I don't know. It's a real. I feel like it's a very representative green room.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. It fits the Berlin comedy scene very nicely.
Very nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this space actually. It definitely feels like home.
Right.
Yeah.
There
I don't
you
know. Do
go.
you do many shows here? I don't know what you're doing.
More spots, than like producing, but I come here usually maybe once a week, maybe a couple of times a week.
Yeah.
And I heard.
Yeah,
what?
go
No,
on.
go ahead.
I was going to say, what shows are you producing?
So I was producing some shows. I have this show which is going really well called Failed Handshake.
Okay.
Which is like a show for the socially awkward. You know, so it's like the.
I love it.
And that is so my vibe. Right? It just captures perfectly how I feel like a lot of the time.
It's a good name, dude. I like that. Failed Handshake.
And I think there's a lot of people in Berlin who it resonates with.
Well, there's a lot of software engineers here. So,
Sure. Yeah, that's for true.
And generally, this is a city for outcasts. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Not so much for the Germans, I think, but for every other expat, it's like this is the place where you can feel like you've got a community of other outsiders.
Indeed, it's where young people come to retire. It's,
That's a nice. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's brilliant. I think Berlin should use that.
Right.
Where young people come to retire. We got the drugs, we got the healthcare, we've got public transport that you can fare evade quite easily on. It's perfect.
It's good times.
Yeah.
You're looking great, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The depression suits you, obviously. I don't know what's going on. You're just like glowing or something. I don't know.
Oh, look, the thing is, okay, so context. When I arrived before we started recording, I said, and I've just been I always talk about my life quite openly, but everything's been going so well for me. Like, I'm really in a great place, feel very healthy and grounded and like a nice momentum with everything, and everything feels quite stable. But I had this midweek, like, super slump, spiral, darkness, and just couldn't think positively, and was like, basically every sort of spare moment I was like on the verge of tears.
Damn.
And thankfully already had a therapist appointment booked the day after I really spiraled, and sort of went through all of because there's been many times where I've Googled if I'm bipolar, because when I slump down, I slump hard, and it's very hard for me to, get perspective, even though I've done a lot of therapy in my life. I've done a lot of Buddhist practice as well.
Okay,
and
sure.
And
Mindfulness, gratitude.
Yeah, exactly. And in these spirals, it gets like, and the thing is, like, trigger warning, like, I do get quite suicidal in these moments.
Oh, snap.
But I'm not, like, I don't ever plan my suicide. It's just that I, like, the sort of constant feeling is I don't want to exist. So it's more that as opposed to planning anything. I'm not like, and so I'm all good, guys, I'm all good, but it's just like, it's that level of darkness.
Wow, okay. So this is, because what I've heard is someone who's at risk of suicide is the person who's saying, well, there's a cliff that I drive past often, and sometimes I think about just leaning over, and then and so they're already kind of crystallizing the scenario where it would happen. Yeah. What you're saying, I think, is this is more like a dread.
Yes.
Like
a dread of existence.
I don't want this to be.
Yeah, I don't want to be. I just don't want to. I just want to escape from all the feeling. I want this to be done.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's been periods in my life where I've definitely like sort of crystallized the concept of suicide more. But more. So basically, I spoke with my therapist, and she gave me, because I think my grandma. Or some other relatives were bipolar, and I'm not sure if it's genetic or hereditary, but anyway, my therapist gave me some like fact sheets about it, and it's like, okay, I'm not bipolar.
Not bipolar.
And this is just like a moment of anxiety or depression, and she's like, you could get some medication, but if it never lasts more than a couple of days, here are some sort of practices you can do, and blah blah blah. Okay. And so I've gotten some perspective, but it was a really dark two-day stint, but
Shit, but you look great.
But I look great.
It's like killing it, man.
But I'm also feeling like intellectually, like, and today I'm feeling a lot better. But it's like, I'm still just being gentle with myself with the fact that you can just have these slumps and it's okay to just feel sad. And if you zoom out in the year, you know, how many of these do I have? Not that many, and it's okay to be just sad. Like, one thing working with children really taught me was that even kids where they're in this very supportive family and everything's good, they'll wake up and just be depressed as fuck some days.
Oh, right.
And they're kids, you know?
Totally. I think I actually had a conversation with my mum recently.
Yeah.
And she was kind of roasting me because she was saying when I was a kid, I was like quite grumpy. I was quite like a negative, like I would wake up in just a bad mood and I would just be like difficult. And I had a first communion, right? And at this time we were living in Indonesia randomly.
Okay, interesting.
And it was so hot, right? Tropics, 35 degrees. And I had to wear this, you know, fancy shirt and it had to be tucked in. And it was like 1,000 kids all going up one by one. And it was just like a nightmare and I hated it. And I was like tantruming and screaming. And she was like, tuck your shirt in. And I was like, no, I don't want to tuck my shirt in. And then one of the teachers from the school walked past. This was on a weekend. So I was thinking, this isn't your jurisdiction.
Yeah, right?
We're in the house of God. How dare you think that you can tell me what to do with my clothes, all right?
Totally.
And
how old are you? You were...
Probably like 7.
7? Yeah, okay, nice.
Yeah, 7, 8. But there you go, I got the little tuck that in and I was raging and apparently she said I was angry for like 2 days.
Did you lash out at the teacher or did you just like, you held it in and like was, you know, just, you were just burning inside?
I think I internalized it and actually this was, like I said, the first communion. So what you get like the you know, the body of Christ. And I think it didn't agree with me. So something about the internal frustration of having to have the shirt tucked in and just being unhappy, the wafer being particularly dry.
They're
I don't
gross,
know, they're horrible.
dude.
Yeah,
They're
it's
horrible.
like not a nice thing to eat.
Why don't they make something better?
I know.
Just slightly better.
Sure, like a little Hanuta or something.
Yeah, or
You
like,
know?
I get, it's so fucking Christian though to be like, we don't want you to enjoy it.
Right. That's maybe part of it. It's
Totally.
like, yeah. Because if you enjoy it, then
Then there's a secondary element of motivation to engage, like to do the communion.
right, it's like I want that cookie. You know?
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Like, no, you need to just want the communion. You just need to want God's forgiveness.
Forgiveness or okay. And I think we were talking about this. My inner vibe is still that.
Yeah.
Like in the morning when I wake up, sometimes when I'm like still half asleep, my partner will like speak to me or say something, and I'll reply like real mean. You know, like, fucking shut the fuck up, or like I'm just like a grumpy grouch. And then like 20 minutes later, when I actually wake up and I come to, I'm like fully conscious. I'm like, how's it going? And she's like, you don't remember? You were just a complete dick to me. And I think it's because I don't know, like deep down I have this grumpiness that's still kind of in there. Yeah. And I've managed to kind of just deal with it and
create socially acceptable sort of strategies and awareness of it, I guess, and awareness of other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
poor mum. You know, awareness back then, man. How patient our mothers or parents just
not all of them though. Not all of them.
True.
We are lucky
the good
that
ones.
we had,
the good ones. I have
good ones.
great parents. So yeah, very very lucky. Yeah.
And that's nice.
Yeah.
Me too. I was also a grumpy kid though. Like I remember my mum got to a point where she refused to wake me up in the morning because I was such a little shit. God. And so my dad would be sent in and he would just bargain with me. He'll be like, Anna, if you get out of bed, I'll make the bed for you. If you get out of bed, I'll also and he would have to sort of sweeten the deal with me, and then I'd like get out of bed and then just like sleep on the floor, and then like I'd still be a piece of shit.
Okay.
And then my teenage years, my mum said that I was just my stepdad says when I was 13, Anna moved out and Godzilla moved in. And
Godzilla?
I was shit. Godzilla, yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, got it. Okay.
Sweet Anna left.
Right.
Yeah, Godzilla came.
Okay, are you still Godzilla now or more King Kong?
I think I'm Godzilla, but I'm like a nice, I can be nice. I'm Godzilla. Yeah, that was cute. King of puns over here.
Yeah. The way my brain works, I can't help it.
It's good. It's good. I appreciate it. I love it. Sometimes it's annoying. But
I know. You've told me that before too.
So not nice sometimes.
It's fine. It's fine.
Comedians are like family, though.
Yeah,
so,
no. You're very real, and I like that. But when you hang out with comics, because there is no bullshit, you can just tell the person like you're so annoying, and I hear that all the time because I can't help but make the stupid jokes. That's just how my brain works.
But like one of my favorite things you said, one of the favorite things that someone said about my partner and like the situation was when I was explaining how, oh yeah, we're in like an open relationship. We haven't used labels yet. Yeah, I haven't actually said his name on the pod, but it's going to happen now, people.
Here we go.
And you were like, what's his name? And I was like, hey guys, that's as much of this episode as you can hear free to air, but you can check out the full episode at ko-fi.com/Anna Barros. This is the paywall that I've been talking about. Very excited to have it all launched and ready to go. There are several membership tiers. And basically, for €5 a month, you get access to all of the audio podcasts that are a little bit too intimate for free to air. For €10 a month, you also get access to those podcasts, but also to the video episodes of all of the podcast as I release it. Since time immemorial. So there's the very first pod episode with Dragos back in November 2021. November 2020. And then I restart the filming from the very start of 2022, I think, or the end of 2021. Either way. There are going to be lots of video episodes that you can watch, maybe of episodes you've already listened to, and then all future episodes that are more intimate that I want to share with just any old person that can get access to it. Check out ko-fi.com. So it's ko-fi, so kind of like hi-fi, but ko-fi. But Ko-fi is how they pronounce it. ko-fi.com/Anna Barros. And you'll see all of the info there. Thank you so much for your support. There'll be more free-to-air episodes coming out soon. That's been Adults Only Comedy Berlin. Thank you so much, and see you at ko-fi.com. Bye.